Oh, we also need to advertise Sergio. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I already put her and stuff. Okay, we are live.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 31st episode of MapperCast. I'm hosting again. It's been a while. It's great to be hosting again. And this is also the final episode of 2016 because we will not be doing a show on Christmas. But yeah, final episode of 2016. I keep wanting to say 2017. I don't know. But yeah, Viper and Lee couldn't make it. And also Rat, we don't know where he is, but he didn't show up. So let's hope he's doing good. Our featured mapper for today is Sergen Mapper or Sergen Mapper. I still have no idea how to pronounce his name.
Sergen.
But Sergen. Okay, so we're going to be reviewing Sergen Mapper's Alternate Future of the World series. And our fan winner for today is Karatasi. I hope I'm too hard to pronounce names today. As always, our guests. Yeah, we have two guests with us today, Outmapper and Welsh Mapping. So,
What?
Okay.
What happened?
it's off to them.
I've just
giving them a
noticed
round of
the
applause.
mistake in the description. It says the featured mapper is a Solarian.
Ah, shit. Okay,
Sure.
let's
Also,
forget
I'm not
that.
listed as a guest.
Just every shit. Okay, I'll fix that while everyone's doing their introductions. But as always, the links to everybody's channels are in the description below, or at least they will be in a few minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna go through the topics real quick. First, we're gonna discuss the pros and cons of Sergen Mapper's Alternate Future of the World series. Then we're gonna do the fan request, which is thoughts on European colonialism. Then we're going to pull the wildcard topic out of the hat. It's a doozy. There's only one left in there, and I'm wishing it wasn't. Then we're going to discuss China's seizure of an American water drone in the South China Sea. Then we're going to discuss the stance of the Mapper, discuss our stances on the MapperCast merchandise dilemma, which people probably don't know about, and there's not too much actual members here today, but we will discuss that. Then we're going to be talking about things we're looking forward to in 2017. Then we're going to announce the return of the MapperCast collab, which I'm excited about. Then we're going to interpret and discuss the straw poll results of this thing that Chris did. I don't know too much about it.
Yeah, I also did that.
He'll explain that when we get to it. And then we're going to do what we want for Christmas. And then the Q&A, the quiz game, and then we'll announce the Christmas delay, even though I already kind of did, and then we'll call it a day. So let's get right into the show. I am your host for today, Cosmic Mapping.
Hello, everybody. Saratoga 438383 here, and today I am Vatra. And today I am Vatra 99 and stuff. So let's get on the podcast.
Hello, everybody. This is Thunder Chris. I hope you'll enjoy the MapperCast.
Hey guys, Mysterious Mapping here. Let's have another good podcast.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Mapper here, and let's have a nice podcast. Welsh.
Oh, I forgot it was me. Hi everyone, I'm Welsh Mapping or Matt. Yeah, enjoy the podcast, have fun, do spam the chat.
All right, so that's that. Okay, so let's get into our first topic for today, which is discuss the pros and cons of Sergen Mapper's Alternate Future of the World series. I'm going to let someone else start because I need to edit the description, and I'm
Okay.
so yeah. Someone else go.
If you want, I can start it.
Go ahead.
Like, first off, I know Sergen from a long time ago. Like, I watched about his first AFOE. Like, he improved from then on. Like, I see a lot of improvements in the map. First of all, he added like the sea level thing. And like I would say the storyline was, I mean, fine. And well, so I don't have a lot to say because I don't know.
It's okay.
I guess I'll say a few things. Where are my notes? Okay, you're there. All right, so there's not really too much to say about this. It was a fairly short, only 2 episodes. I kind of picked it because of that. But Yeah, but with the things I did notice, first, I'm not a fan of the coastline. I don't know. I feel like it could have been done better. It was. I feel like the coastline is small and the places. Like, I'm talking about like the light that emits from the coast. I feel it was small in the places it should have been big, and big in the places it should have been small. Like for some, it would cover the entire Mediterranean, the entire Caribbean, but then like along the coast of, let's say, California, it's just like a teeny sliver. Yeah, around the U.S. coast and other places, it was a teeny sliver. And then I noticed somewhere off Africa, it was kind of like jutting out in different directions. Strangely, I didn't really get that. So I would say definitely a major improvement that would need to be made is the coasts. The writing is there were multiple emoticons, which I've said many times. I'll say it again. Don't use emoticons. Just they just sap a lot of pretty much just the seriousness and the energy out of whatever line is on the screen. When you put an emoticon there, it just sort of takes away the seriousness. It takes something away from it, so don't do that. Mysterious?
You're finished?
I'll probably say something in a second, but just I need to do the descriptions.
Sure. I agree with Cosmic's comments on both the coastline and the emoticon thing. Coastline was a bit weird, and some parts of the map were a bit unproportional, I guess, and the emoticons do ruin it. But that's been said before. I thought something you did do well was you had a decent introduction. You didn't, jump right into some random war. You kind of did have an intro discussing some of the relationships between some of the countries. So at least you had that. From the beginning to the end, the text went by too fast. Some more than others. Obviously, you need to be able to read it. The war animations were very iffy and slow. So by that I mean, first of all, the slide times for the war animation should be a bit shorter, and the animations itself were kind of weird. Like it's hard to explain, but they just didn't look convincing. There were some very strange pauses throughout both the episodes that happened. Not maybe too common, but like there would just be really long, strange pauses that kind of off-put the quality of it. I did like another plus. I did like that you use country balls with expression. We've expressed many times in the past that if you're going to use country balls, it's very important that you express emotions through the country balls and really take advantage of them. So good job on that. Don't use text faces. That's the emoticon thing. Like I said, especially since you have country balls, there is a clear, better way to express emotion than using emoticons that just kind of ruin the mood of the entire thing. This is another thing we talk about a lot. You had a bunch of unnecessary treaties. So like a country would kill one or many other, or not kill, but take over many countries, and there would be a treaty. That's not what a treaty is meant for, and therefore it really shouldn't be used in those situations. It's just, again, unnecessary. There's some very strange language from India. Like I can't exactly remember what. I think they said like, "I'm going to kill the smaller countries now." Like
yeah, that line. That was not
like that. That really caught my attention with how strange it was and off-put it. You did use some decent music in the second episode. Some better than others, but you didn't over dramatize the scenes by using like epic music during time of peace. But so good job with that. Country balls. Some of the country balls disappeared randomly. Like when a war was going on, there was a point where like when the animations were happening, the country balls disappeared for like a few slides, but then they came back. So obviously that's probably an error that you may or may not have noticed. So that needs to be fixed. And finally, I think it has potential. You do have some skills, but it needs major improvement.
Okay, so
yeah, I would agree.
I would also agree. Like, there's potential, but he can improve a lot in this.
Yeah, a few more things I'd like to say. This is something I say this a lot, but this is something I've said a lot, and I sound like a fucking broken record, but I'll keep saying it. The main problem with this show is its lack of an underlying story, and that's a problem. But I do give this one a bit of a pass because it's only 2 episodes in. And usually what happens in mapping series is it has 2 or 3 episodes, a little buffer zone at the start, and then it starts to get into its...
Yeah, I think I speak for many mappers when we say the first episode of our series, we tend not to want to be criticized on purely those.
Yeah, so
Typically,
I wouldn't...
the further you get into a series, the more you think about it, and the more improvements you make.
Exactly. So I do excuse that, but I would say, just as a tip for the future, definitely work on developing an underlying story, because that's the death of many mapping series, is they don't have that, and they're just wars going off, and that's where mapping goes to die. All right.
I didn't get time to watch it because I didn't know I was even coming on the podcast until like 5 minutes before it started.
Right.
But the thing with Liberia taking over Africa was actually a suggestion from me that I told him to do on Skype. So yeah, that's all I really remember because I haven't watched it for a while.
I mean, yeah, I guess you're always excused from watching it. I mean, because let's be honest, like, Baron knows he's coming on, he doesn't even watch it, so.
What did you just say?
Nothing better. All right, should we move on?
Okay.
I think we move on.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay.
What happened to Chris?
Is he not here?
He's here, but
I
he
think
didn't
I
talk.
think he's just AFK. Either
Oh,
that
possible.
or his microphone is muted. Okay, so we are going to move on from that. Let me just go ahead and get the document because I had lost it. Okay. All right, so next topic. This is the fan request for today submitted by Karatasi, and it's thoughts on European colonialism. So,
Okay.
too much to say, but let you guys go.
I can say something.
Go ahead.
Like, let's say European colonialism started in like 15th century, right? When Christopher Columbus settled off and Spain took over like British. Then they started to going to Americas. They actually like killed, massacred lots of people. Let's say like Cherokees, Sioux, like the main natives of the America, or the Africans,
Don't
like
forget, like the Aztecs.
Yes, the Aztecs. The Spanish like completely massacred the Aztecs and the Incas. That was the main empires of the South America and Central America regions. Like, those were the main empires, but they do not exist anymore. Like, yeah, because of the Spanish executions. But the other thing is, when like Americans fought for the independence, European main colonialism focus went to Asia and Africa. Like, British was supporting Ottoman land, like Ottomans until like 1881, when they invaded Cyprus and Egypt for taking the canal for reaching to their colonies faster. Then they moved on, and colonialism expanded till like let's say end of World War II, because like after that colonies started to fight for their independence for real. So today we have got lots of people groups that are divided without like just some with borders. So they just lost their, like, let's say their ancestors was like say Egypt, but due to the borders they're now Sudanese or stuff. So that's all I'm gonna say. Like, colonialism mainly brutally massacred the natives of the America and Asia, Africa. So that killed many of the opportunities we could see in today if it didn't happen.
Yeah, European colonialism, I think, overall, it was definitely, I would say, a bad thing, but I do think it was painted, it's sometimes painted with a broad brush, because even though, obviously, European colonialism set the stage for a lot of the conflicts we see in Africa and the Middle East with the terrible borders that were drawn, at the same time,
We also
Africa...
wouldn't be what we are today without.
I think we wouldn't be, just as a species, we would not be anywhere near the level we are today if we didn't have that huge wave of European colonialism. But another thing, like, imagine, even though Africa is insanely fucked up today, I think if it wasn't colonized, it would probably be more fucked up, because first of all, there'd be no modern infrastructure that were living there. Well, not all were, like nomadic tribes. There were civilizations that lived in Africa
Central
for thousands of
Africans.
years. Yeah, but a lot of Africa, like South Africans, they were pretty much just nomadic tribe groups, or just tribe groups, and had no real grasp on the technology at the time. So obviously European colonialism is a terrible thing, but I do think it had some benefits to regions of the world.
Yeah.
Something tells me
What-
if
what
this
my-
colonialism never happened, we'd see something in the world that's very different from today. I think we'd see a lot more of people. We'd see a lot more natives. So like
Definitely.
Native Americans would be like the major population of America. You know, native, I don't know, Chinese would be native Chinese. You know, you get the point. So everyone would be native. But the thing is, you think, oh, you know, everyone's native. Countries don't have mixed ethnicity, so therefore there's more racism. I don't think so, because here's the thing: racism mainly exists is because we went into, you know, those specific countries and we just said, hey, we are now superior to you. I think there would be less racism,
Yeah, that's-
but there definitely would not be. There would be a lot less variety among ethnicities.
Can I share my view?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so in my opinion on all this, I usually divide up the whole thing into two parts. European colonialism. Investment colonies and extraction colonies. Investment colonies, for me, is basically like what Europeans invest into, the colonies that Europeans invest into, like put resources into in exchange for trade and other stuff like that. Similar to like Australia, the Americas, Canada, etc., and eventually they become very powerful countries. However, extraction colonies are what Europeans mainly take out of, like for resources like Africa, for you know, during the industrial age, like gold, oil, etc., and any basic needs for a nation to develop properly. That's why Africa is slightly more backwards than the rest of the world, if you know what I mean. Yeah, what do you think?
As my final point, colonialism has a lot of negative effects, but have some positive effects on the world. You know,
Yep. All right. I think we should move on. Okay, so now we are going to do the wild card topic. Oh, Jesus. And I don't even think I should turn my video on for this, because there's one topic in the hat, and it's just not... Okay. All right, so the topic for today is Chris here.
yes, he's typing from the chat.
Oh, you haven't talked in a while. All right, the topic... it's an... Okay. Nanal or nasal?
What?
Does anyone
What?
know what either of those two things are?
Where did
No.
you even find that?
Okay, so this is only in the hat, because Mysterious and I believe, like probably a month ago now, or just a few weeks ago, we're having an argument about which one we would rather do. Now, let me explain which one. Okay, yeah, Mysterious, you explain it. I don't want to fucking.
Okay, so this is probably gonna hurt both of our reputations, but basically, we tend to have very dumb arguments, me and Cosmic, and one of which is like, you know, what if situations and like would you rather situations. So many people tend to do these, but not to the extent that we do. You know, we're very open with each other, and we tend to have arguments that we regret. So anyway, not I've gotten that out of the way.
Please, Fat.
This argument is which is better, anal, which is when you insert your nose into someone's anus, or nasal, which is just what it sounds like with the, you know, penetration of the nose.
So basically, would you rather fuck someone in the ass with your nose, or would you rather be fucked in the nose?
I'm not going to waste my mouth with that question.
What?
No, I'm
Good,
not gonna even
good
make
choice.
a comment
Good
on this.
choice.
I'm not gonna even comment on this.
Okay.
My brain that has happened, for fuck's sake.
Why would you be fucked in the nose anyways?
Because some people actually find that enjoyable. That is why it came up. Because we are
What?
honestly,
How
we
can
honestly
they do
ashamed.
that? I mean, how can
Because they're insane.
how can they stick something up their nose without getting a nosebleed?
Didn't the
Well-
Egyptians, like in ancient times, used to pull like brains out of people's noses?
Yeah, they did that. Maybe it was like that. So,
I
so
never understood how that worked.
nasal would obviously be more painful, but anal is mentally painful, and it's just disgusting. So,
Which one's which again?
anal is fucking someone in the ass with your nose, and nasal is getting fucked in the nose.
I guess I would.
I'm pretty sure I prefer not to get fucked in the nose. Okay.
No, I prefer getting fucked in the nose.
Why?
Really?
Because
Why?
I
You want your
What the hell?
I
nose
don't
get
want
broken?
my fucking nose in someone's ass. That's why.
Yeah, well, you want your and
I
you
like
want your
the
nose,
over.
and you want someone's dick in your nose. Okay.
Yeah, I prefer that.
That's
you want
that's
someone's
like
dick in your nose.
that's dangerous. Like the other one's disgusting, but nasal is dangerous to your health.
You
like,
want someone's dick in your nose.
What if it like touches your brain?
Well, I don't know. I guess I guess someone with a small dick's gonna do it then.
Oh.
All right,
I'm
so
pretty sure
the general
people-
consensus is anal, but Chris is the odd one out here with nasal.
What? You're the guys who are the
Yeah,
audience. I'm the normal one.
Hey, you said you'd prefer nasal over anal.
Yeah, because I'm better than you guys.
Whatever life became to.
One would
Hey,
involve pain.
It
The other
was
would just be
constantly
uncomfortable.
confused with his choice, not me. I mean, this fucking stupid question. This might be one of the most stupidest questions we had on the MapperCast.
Chris,
Actually,
No, it
Pain
is
versus
the stupidest
discomfort.
question. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to rip it into several shreds and put it in my
Would
garbage
you-
can.
I'm eating
Cosmic,
garlic
you know.
bread.
There might be memes
See,
from this. There might be memes
This
from
is
this podcast.
this is why last night I asked, "Oh, do you guys have any wildcard topics?" Nobody
I
responded.
had one, for fuck's sake.
And now
You
here
can
we
ask
are.
me. I have like dozens.
We're left with anal or nasal. So, congratulations. Well, all right. General consensus. This is anal, I think, except for Chris, who would rather be fucked in the nose, apparently.
yeah.
Bye.
But he also thinks a squat is a twerk. So,
I did not. Oh my god.
You go.
Well,
you
he
go
did the
up and-
twerk twice. He did the
You
twerk
do
twice.
know-
He did it in my fucking live stream also.
oh,
Yeah,
I never saw
Hey,
that.
if you
Oh,
squat
I was
down,
there when that happened.
I've
hey,
told
if
you like
you
3 times.
having a seizure, then you're
You
probably
told me that.
twerking.
I've never
Three
seen it.
times. Chris,
I'm-
I'm gonna kill you.
Did
If
you
you
guys
squat
know
down,
that Sergen Mapper destroyed his computer with a screwdriver?
really?
Oh. Yes, he threw a screwdriver to his monitor because he was angry.
Wait, who's Sergen Mapper?
What?
I don't
Who? Sergen or Sergum? Who?
Sergen.
Who's
The
Sergen?
person we just reviewed.
Bergen is the person we
No, I'm
reviewed.
just kidding. I'm
Yes.
just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Why'd he throw a screwdriver in his computer?
What's Aleppo?
Please, man.
Trump, please.
Okay, I guess we'll move on from anal or nasal, and yeah,
Please
general
move
consensus anal. Okay, next question. Topic. Actual topic. Discuss China's seizure of an American water drone in the South China Sea. So, for those of you who don't know about this, I just recently heard about it myself. I understand is that there was an American research vessel, unmanned research vessel, so it's just a drone, in the South China Sea. I don't know what it was doing there. I think it was a research vessel, so it was probably just studying fish's anuses or something, nothing important.
What?
So China seized it. China just took it. I don't, probably just
What
because
the
it's
hell,
the
China?
South China Sea, and China is insane. So,
I know.
all right. So what do you guys think?
Just-
Don't worry. Let's not worry about that. Donald Trump will stop China.
It doesn't sound like it was too important, so I'm not too mad at China.
Nah, don't
for
worry
it.
about it. North Korea will land us all
Just don't-
anyways.
Donald Trump will stop China.
Please. No, wait.
Yes, he shall stop China from.
Wait, was it?
something.
Wait, didn't Donald Trump like not care?
No, I haven't heard. I heard that he didn't care. I heard that he did care. I think
Fox News says Trump. U.S. should let China keep seized drone.
Why
Well,
the fuck would?
I mean, it's
What?
from Fox News, so
What's
don't.
happening?
the Trump
He
is
just-
man of
hold on.
peace.
Hold on, he just tweeted.
What?
What the? F-
One take
Why
Fox
the-
News at face value.
Okay, so all right. This is what the current situation is. China steals United States Navy research drone in international waters, rips it out, and takes it out of the water to China in unprecedented act. By the way, he changed it to unprecedented. But yeah, you get the idea. He tweeted he's obviously angry, and then now he tweets we should tell them that we don't want it. This
That's because he doesn't want war. He's a man of peace.
Why would they go with a war over
Donald Trump is a man of peace.
drone?
There we go again.
I think that's what Donald Trump. I think that's what Donald Trump's trying to say.
That is a stupid excuse for going to war. Oh, they stole some drone which is researching fish.
Okay, I don't think it's
them.
a good reason to go to war. But first of all, am I angry about it? I am a little bit angry about it because it's China flexing their muscles and just doing their stupid shit that they do. We're like, oh, we're the best and we have the right to this entire body of water. Fuck you. Like people say, oh, America's so imperialist. Look at what China's doing. They're trying to annex an entire sea.
Yeah, but at least
They also tried building.
Oh, for fuck's sake, not this shit again with me.
at least they're like
Shut up, Chris.
Oh, I'm
Spratly
already
Islands
using
are just no.
At least China keeps to their own
Oh, it's
local.
not their own. It's miles away. Miles away.
Yeah, one at a time.
They keep at least local in their own oceans and not really continent, but their own ocean. They keep a local conflict. I mean,
First of all,
America goes in every continent to do something, or they fucking change regime to a puppet state, or they fucking just kill some people. I don't know. They do something.
Chris, it's irrelevant on where it happens. Why does it matter if it happens in a neighboring country or a country miles away? It's still invading and annexing another nation.
And plus, you said you say America's imperialist, but look what China's doing. Okay, I think you're saying that what China is doing, which is just taking a drone out of the water, is much worse than America going to every fucking continent.
I'm not just referring to China taking the drone. I'm referring to the entire thing China is doing.
Yeah,
in
but
the
China's just China's flexing their muscles. America's fucking not flexing their muscles. They're showing their muscles by fucking killing every nation in the Middle East.
Chris, that doesn't make sense.
That's okay.
Okay, so we kill Iran. Okay.
Let's compare and contrast real quick. Let's compare and contrast. Okay, so America is doing some questionable things in the Middle East, bombing people, yada yada. It's terrible. I agree. I don't like that. I don't like that. It's bad. I agree with you. But America is not annexing other nations. They're not expanding their territory.
No, because if they actually annex a part of lands, then everyone would actually see what America is doing.
Well, because we'd annex land.
Bombing innocent people. Who else?
The thing about the Spratly Island, the reason it's different is because a ton of countries claim it. No one really knows what it is, and no one actually lives there, so it's not exactly a major problem. Well, according to the media, anyway.
There's a big difference between bombing in the Middle East and having a lot of collateral damage that you could have done more research and you could have had better intelligence and avoided that. I agree, but there's a big difference between collateral damage and things Russia and China are doing, which is literally specifically going out to conquer and annex other nations. That's what we're seeing. China.
Okay, Russia bombs people in the past as well in their previous wars.
Okay, what is China annexed? Let me ask, what is China annexed?
They haven't annexed much yet. First of all,
they're trying to annex Taiwan.
Okay, first of all, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, China being very imperialist and holding on to multiple regions that don't want to be a part of it, including Tibet, Macau, Hong Kong, Taiwan. These are all regions. There isn't
North Korea.
Yeah, pretty much all of far western China. Name one region of America that we are holding.
Okay, first of all, we had numerous discussions about it, especially with Russia when we're doing Ukraine. A lot of Russians live there, and then you say, yeah, but it's technically the United Nations now approved them to take over Ukraine. Well, China has China has legally controlling Tibet and some other fucking country. I don't know, Inner Mongolia, some kind of shit. But yeah, at least they're all they haven't annexed Tibet. Well, they have annexed Tibet in the past, but they're legally controlling Tibet. They're a part of China legally. the United Nations approve of them or not approve, but they
I'm
are
not
against.
a legal argument here. I'm making a moral argument that it's
Oh,
clearly
now it's moral argument. Now, like
yeah, it's clearly immoral to hold
Every
on
fucking-
to
every
regions
fucking-
that don't want to be a part of your country.
I don't
Every
believe in
fucking-
morality.
every fucking time we have a discussion, you always say, "Oh, I don't care if it's moral. It's not legal." And now you want to say it's immoral. Okay, no. You can just.
Okay, you're confused. Okay, you're calling America imperialist right now,
Yes.
and
We are going so off topic.
let's take a look at what is America doing?
Who's not
bombing-
imperialist?
Okay, just so
They're
you say.
Not.
Okay, just so you say, I'm not saying that what China is doing is good. They're equally as bad as America. Actually, probably not equally. America probably worse, but China is bad too.
Okay, well, what I'm saying here, what America is doing is morally wrong. We're bombing all sorts of places in the Middle East, getting so much wrong and doing so much collateral damage because we're not having proper intelligence services. I agree with you on that, but the problem there is that it's immoral. It's immoral to blow up innocent people. I think we can both agree on that. At least I hope we can both agree on that.
Yes.
And what I'm saying is it's immoral to hold on to regions that don't want to be a part of your country.
Well,
It's a moral argument. Both of our
I-
arguments are moral
I've never
arguments.
said that.
California? Well, like
I never
California?
said that what China is doing is good. I do not agree. I don't like China either. But
Just saying,
yeah,
'cause you like
I agree with you. I agree with you that Japan should have independence. But I'm saying that China's not horrible for like keeping it because at least they get to keep it. No one's against it.
The U.S. is a police force.
And at least China is fucking bombing the Tibetan people.
The U.S. is the police force everyone finds annoying, but China is kind of being like that bad guy that no one wants to deal with.
At least when you look at the motives, what's the United States motive? Yeah, there are definitely things behind the scenes with arming Saudi Arabia and money deals and weapons deals there. Yeah, all that stuff is there. I know that. But the underlying point of the war is to maybe not defeat, but at least to whittle down terrorism. At least there's some type of moral goal there. Let's say what's the goal? What's the goal of China's wars?
America's trying to whittle out terrorism by founding terrorists. What a fucking genius!
Hey, how can
first of all,
did America found terrorism on purpose? No. Would they anticipate terrorism? Besides, would become a terrorist? No. Okay.
No, I mean right now,
No. If they had known that what they would become, the United States would not fund whatever terrorist group you're describing.
I'm not talking about Al Qaeda or ISIS, right? I'm talking about the Free Syrian Army, which is not as bad as ISIS, but it's still pretty bad.
Yeah, I agree with you that obviously those are issues, but for America isn't specifically founding terrorist groups, and
yes,
these are problems. But okay, Chris, do you really believe that
Yes.
Obama brought together all?
So America found terrorism. Okay, so we just form a terrorist group and then just make them go out and kill people. Okay, that's rather than terrorists themselves founding their own groups, and you know what I mean.
No, Italy found
Chris,
it first.
It's a perfectly rational argument, and I'd say the right argument to say that a lot of the bombing that America has done in the Middle East and a lot of the funding that America has done in the Middle East led to terrorist groups rising, stuff like Al-Qaeda, obviously ISIS with the Iraq War. That's a perfectly rational argument. If you want to make that, I agree with you. I disagree extremely when you say that America specifically founded terrorist organizations.
The Free Syrian Army, they're not even hiding it. Like America is really hiding it. They're not saying that we're funding terrorists, but the Free Syrian Army is not hiding terrorists. Like even the Free Syrian Army general even said that they want to collaborate with Daesh, which is collaborating with Al Qaeda.
Collaborating.
I am ISIS Mapper. I'm collaborating.
It is a lot of terrorist collab, guys.
Okay,
Terrorist supporters.
you know what
For
I mean.
fuck's sake.
You know what I mean.
I think we should move on. We've been on.
I've got triggered
Well,
by PKK.
All right, yeah, we should.
Well, the
move on.
point is that
Well, she's the new terrorist.
No, there's no
terrorism
point.
founded
So
themselves.
you don't have a toilet.
Welsh
yes,
doesn't even exist.
It's up to the terrorists to found themselves. But the United States did not found terrorism.
They're founding the
So-
free. Okay, no.
We're not. Okay,
No,
we're
it's their
not.
choice to found
No,
terrorism.
no,
not ours.
I cannot let Batman have the last word. I'm fucking doing this shit.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Chris.
I do
Just
admit-
move on. I'm gonna
Okay,
expose you.
no,
We did,
I will
okay,
say-
we just,
I will say-
okay, we
Let-
did not
let-
put
no,
Let
Osama bin
Chris
Laden.
talk. Let
Oh,
Chris talk.
I will say
Say-
my last statement, then we can move on. I can agree maybe that we shouldn't really blame America for accidentally creating ISIS and Al Qaeda because they probably didn't purposely think that they would become terrorists. But I'm saying now what's happening right now with the Free Syrian Army, who is literally almost like collabing again, cooperating with Al Qaeda, is still pretty bad. And they're doing it, and they're still funding the Free Syrian Army. I'm not saying that Bashar Assad is a great president. I'm not saying that I'd rather have him in power than a fucking terrorist group. Now I'm
It's
done.
depending on what you use. It's depending on what you define as
I
terrorists.
agree with everything you said, Chris. I just disagree when you say America specifically founded it. Okay. All right, we should move on.
How do we get
Next
to
topic.
China? How do we get-
We are go. Oh yeah, it was about China. Went to that. That's what I love. I love when topics do that. It's always fun.
Personally,
Midra is here.
I think we should wrap it up here by me saying that I think from the original tweet earlier that you said, I think Trump was trying to say that he's angry at China for stealing the drone, but we should just let it. But he said we should just let him keep it because we can't really do anything about it. You know what I mean?
I think we should let it go, but I don't think we should let them keep it. All right. Next topic. We are going to discuss our stances on the MapperCast merchandise dilemma. So let me go ahead and explain this. It's been a completely closed off incident. Nobody knows about it. But Monsieur's out of this topic, but I'll explain it. So a few days ago, it might have been yesterday, I can't remember. Oh, excuse me. I proposed the idea of creating MapperCast merchandise because I want to do a cosmic mapping merchandise thing. I just thought it'd be fun to do a Redbubble for my thing. So I approached Viper and was like, "Hey, it would be kind of fun. I could get my dad to draw a poster for the thing. We could put the logo on a mug or something. That would be nice. Get some MapperCast merch." And
I thought we were thinking more in the form of T-shirts.
I think we should.
oh, well, those two.
Hats. How about hats? Why don't we do it in hats? Like,
Okay.
get a red hat.
Wait.
Who wears hats?
Get a red hat.
Who
To say,
okay,
but,
that's
and
besides.
write down. Make
a hat
MapperCast
that
great
says,
again.
"Would you eat ass on it?"
Okay, continue.
Oh my God.
Cosmic. Continue, Cosmic.
Okay, that's besides the point. But
Actually, that
yeah,
would sell a
so
lot more.
I want a
basically,
mug with cosmic.
what
Burger.
happened? Okay, what happened was I don't know. He was kind of acting strange about it, and he apparently talked to a legal guy, and he's worried that someone might try to trademark the MapperCast logo and sue us for selling it on mugs.
So basically, when we say the merchandise dilemma, right now, it seems that we're kind of split among MapperCast of whether or not we should or should not have the merchandise. I think we all agree that would be a fun idea. Not even just to make money. I don't think any of us care about that. But we just think it'd be cool to hand out some merchandise. It's kind of
Exactly. Like
raise the professionality and the spirit of MapperCast. But the thing is,
Exactly.
the other side of it
Yeah.
is that there are some suspicions of what if someone took the logo and got us into legal trouble. So
Okay.
right now the dilemma is the realism, or in reality, would that happen? What are the chances?
Okay, let me explain. So first of all, Viper's paranoia, whatever, who disagree with it, it's not really like if someone would copyright the logo, which I think no one will do because we have 20 viewers. I think barely anyone knows about the MapperCast. I don't think someone will waste hundreds of dollars just so they can fucking mess with us.
thousands.
Thousands of dollars. I don't think that. $1,000 just for messing with us. And second of all, even if I'm not saying this will never happen, but even if it did, this would really kind of affect Cosmic because he's the one who's actually selling the stuff.
Yeah, but Viper is like.
He isn't legally or the owner of the symbol, so he wouldn't really get any trouble.
just like obviously I love Viper. I have a lot to owe to him. Nothing against him at all, but I will say that he's probably being a bit irrational about this.
Yes, I agree with that.
So I mean, yeah, we want to do it. It would be fun, and I'm probably going to try to convince Viper again in the future.
Hold on a second. Yeah, only bro. We talked about copyrighting the MapperCast logo, but we already said that would cost thousands of dollars. I don't think any of us here will have the money or even want to spend the money on that.
The thing about Redbubble, which is the site that we do it on, the thing Redbubble does basically just upload a photo, and they manufacture the product and keep some of the money and give you some of the money. And the people on Redbubble literally sell stuff that is copyrighted, and they don't get caught. So, I mean, you can still get in trouble for that, so I'm not saying, oh, go ahead, sell copyrighted things on Redbubble. Don't do that. It's still not a good idea. But what I'm saying is if people who are selling stolen things on Redbubble can get away with it, I think, like...
Hello?
Like,
so,
hey, Mindra.
Mindra is here.
So I propose an idea. I say that we create a petition of people who, vouch for the MapperCast merchandise. That means, one, they believe that Viper should overcome his paranoia of it, but two, that they believe it would be a good investment, and that they might buy some themselves. So just to see if it's worth it, I'm going to create a petition.
Sure, do it if you want to.
Okay. All right, so while he makes the petition, he'll put the link in chat. I think we've pretty much said everything that we can say. We shall move on. Okay. So the next top... What?
Are you a real villain?
No.
No,
Batran, no.
Please.
Batran, I will just kill you, please, no.
No, Batran, bad.
Batran, I will burn you alive, please, no.
You ever cut a good guy like a real superhero?
Oh, for fuck's sake, no.
Nah. Okay. All right, we're gonna move on to the next topic, which is.
Come on, guys, 40 watchers.
I didn't want to do this one, but
Head off to the bathroom.
You have to go to bed. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, this is things we are looking forward to in 2017. So, I guess just hopes things. Since this is the final episode of 2016, it's a big milestone. So, who wants to start us off?
So, I just propose this idea because in the spirit of the new year, and since we will not be having a podcast next week, due to Christmas, I figured now would be a good time to talk about some of the things we're looking forward to in the upcoming year. So that includes anything from movies, video games, general events.
What?
And maybe even some things we're not looking forward to.
What?
Oh, in terms of hopes for the next, right? He's so. What are you? What in?
What?
Okay, hopes for next year. Well, I just hope that next year will be better than this one, but for obvious reasons, I'm sure it won't. I guess the next Star Wars is coming out next year, but that's about like the
Okay,
that's true. I'm looking forward to that.
I am gonna try to audition for Star Wars. Ugh.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know.
As far as some games I'm looking forward to, I'm really looking forward to the sequel to the State of Decay game. State of Decay 2. The game was great, and I can only imagine that the next game is going to be even better, considering they're pretty good at what they do, and they are adding co-op, so that will be fun.
What's a co-op? No, just kidding.
Really? No one has anything they're looking forward to next year?
I am looking forward... Sorry, you go.
Well, I have, because next year I will be 18, so finally I can get a car.
You can't get a car till you're 18? Wow.
Yes. At least a driver license, and I can finally start saving up.
Next year. Next year, I know South Ossetia is having a referendum to join Russia, but I don't think it's recognised.
It is.
And I think Catalonia might be having an independence referendum.
Oh yeah, Catalonia. Oh yeah, I remember that. I hope Catalonia gets its independence. Overall, I'm not very excited for 2017 in the slightest.
I hope next year that all this drama about
It'll be over.
Google Plus and freaking Wiki is all over. And also, we get 100 watchers.
Sorry, someone's at my door. Yeah. So I guess we'll just move. Yeah, there wasn't too much to talk about this. Yeah. So this is something. Next topic. This is an announcement. We're bringing back the MapperCast Alternate Future of the World collab. For those of you who don't remember this or just never saw it, on Viper's channel, who is the original host of MapperCast, we did a Alternate Future of the World collab where each of the members would have a continent. Chris had Africa, Batran had Europe. I believe Mindria had the Middle East. He kind of got the short end. He got the raw end of the deal.
Well, you know, Mike had the choice between South America and Middle East, and he chose Middle East. So
okay, Viper got Asia, and I got North and South America. So yeah, we're going to be bringing it back. Viper, obviously, he had to do all of his university stuff, and I believe he's going on break or something. So we'll have more time to work on that, and we're thinking of ways to include Rat and Mysterious since they're new members.
I think that we should, like, Australia and South America, we should put one of them.
South America, I already have, like, stuff going on.
I would be willing to do Antarctica.
What?
There's not really room.
I was thinking
we could add it in, though.
I was thinking, we could figure out a new way to, like,
either Australia and South America.
We could write a way to.
We're already now.
I mean, Cosmic can do South America. Cosmic can still do South America until like he runs out of slides or whatever, and then we can switch to Mysterious or whatever, or Rat to do South America.
We should. I was thinking we should write a way to get some new continents on the map. Figure that out.
What? New continents? What?
Yeah, why not?
Antarctica, maybe.
No.
Antarctica won't fit on the map. I don't know.
What do you mean? It's just at the bottom. There's just a space where it's not
It's
there.
larger than any other country.
Didn't come.
Oceania.
Oceania is too tiny. It's like Antarctica too big and won't fit.
What about
and
we could still include the Pacific Islands in Oceania or something.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
I
they
don't know.
do get
I
enough
think it would
love.
be interesting.
We can do like Chris.
Volcanic activity. I don't know. We could write away. I think new continents would be an interesting.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we could
I
do
want Tonga
volcanic
Empire.
activity to make new continents in the Pacific.
I want Fiji Empire. I want Kiribati Empire. I want.
Urdistan. Add
You're not
Urdistan.
getting any.
Yes,
Add
add
Urdistan.
Urdistan.
So, yeah. Basically, on the 19th, we're all going to be getting together and working on it.
The 19th, you mean tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. So I guess tomorrow, that's when Viper said. And
Is it,
good thing
is it the
about
due date tomorrow, or we start working on it tomorrow? Because I'm not
no,
finishing my
not
slides yet.
not the due date, just the working on. So the good thing about the MapperCast collab is it doesn't take that long to make because instead of one person doing 1 million slides, it's a bunch of people doing a decent amount of slides. So
And you're the one that's doing all of them.
I do the most because I can't make myself do like only 50. It's like I don't get to do what I want in that amount of time.
I actually maximize myself to 100. So
at the very least,
same.
I get 100 slides. I'm probably going to struggle to do under 200 this episode. So yeah, if you're interested, go subscribe to Void Viper and watch for the new thing. So yeah,
I'm gonna be busy next week. So
it shouldn't take that long, I'm assuming. All right, so we're gonna move on to.
Call me, it's battling.
what?
It's battling. It'll take like 2 years for him to finish like 10 slides.
That's true. Oh yeah, didn't it take him like 1 million years last time?
Yeah.
What? How's
Yeah, it
it?
took you
Oh, yeah.
forever last time.
How's it 2 million years for me to finish last time?
Core Empire.
It took a while.
You're the last person to finish.
All right, we should move
Well,
on.
I did
Okay.
get it on time. Okay.
The next topic is, oh, excuse me. Oh my God, indigestion. I hate it. Oh my God. Okay. We're going to interpret and discuss the straw poll results and how it reflects on our society. So Chris
Oh,
added
here we
this.
go.
I'm going to let him
Prepare.
explain it.
What?
Explain your topic.
yeah, right. So I was eating cookies. I was eating cookies. One second.
No.
Okay, well, Actually, can we link this drop on in the chat?
All right.
We have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did. I'm doing it right now.
Okay, so pretty much, I just randomly come up with this idea that if people would choose between any MapperCast member, who would you want to rule your country? And I even put our ideological stance, so we're much easier to understand.
I also later did it again.
Yeah, but I got something a bit wrong about Batron and.
It seems that the results tend to be skewed towards the person who posted the poll.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because if you post it on your Twitter, it's people who follow you.
And I posted on Twitter. I just posted on mapping chats. That's what I thought.
Oh no, the polls are changing again.
Oh, that polls are changing. I'm getting more votes.
Everyone, well, that's what we're discussing here. Why
Anyway.
people are selecting certain ideologies.
And one thing I thought, another thing I thought would be interesting to say that, but we could have this as a topic, is because, this really, this strap poll really looks a lot like how politics is going.
It's
To right now, like
honestly.
the Democrats and Social Democrats, like Social Conservatives, just having low votes, like extreme rights or extreme left, such as communists and neo-fascists, are getting more votes. So it was kind of funny how it kind of looks like how
Hey
politics
guys,
is going
vote
now.
for me and now give you a free shout
Basically-
out. Teddy Bear.
Go Trump.
It's more.
Vote for me. I am Republican.
Basically, it's just more evidence of people throwing away critical thinking and rational.
No, it's
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
no.
The person who's leading is a neo-fascist,
Yeah.
and then under that is Viper for some reason, who literally
No,
doesn't
yeah. No, wait,
follow
wait.
politics.
He's independent. You know what I mean?
He doesn't
Yeah,
like.
but- Yeah,
Viper
people-
avoids politics at
Yeah.
all costs.
Yeah, but they voted for Viper because people who are not neo-fascist, communist, or any Democrat or libertarian just vote for independent because that's their last choice they have.
And a part of me believes that a lot of people voted for you. Chris, to be completely honest.
Because why? Well, I didn't hear what you
Well,
said.
Chris isn't
Chris,
even
I'm making a
true
coup against
fascist.
you. Coup against you.
Can we talk about Chris not being a true fascist?
Hold on, he's
Oh,
not
yeah.
a true fascist. He's not
Yeah.
a fucking true
Honest
fascist.
political
Oh yeah.
Please
Hey guys,
Oh, yeah.
He's an
Exactly,
auto-
Tommy.
Chris
He's
been
an
lying this
authoritarian.
whole time.
Oh yeah,
He's
guys.
lying.
guys.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
He's
I'm not a
lying.
fascist. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm not a fascist. A quiz on the internet said I wasn't a fascist. I'm sorry. I stepped down.
Yeah,
for the throne.
it's a good quiz, Chris. It takes your
It's
it
fucking
takes your
bullshit.
ideologies and
Oh,
puts
yeah,
you
I took
on a
that
They were all
quiz.
economic. There were
Spectre or
there
whatever.
were 10 actual political questions. The rest of them were fucking economic questions, which is kind of bullshit.
Yeah, that's not really. That sort of falls into politics.
Hey guys, check out
No.
Guy Mapper's
No, stop
channel.
that.
Oh,
Hey,
stop.
Joking Guy Mapper's channel. He voted for me. Okay, so
Sorry to interrupt, but I have the petition ready.
On
So
the petition.
I think it needs 5 signatures to be visible, initial 5 signatures to be visible. So I'm gonna try posting it, but tell me if there's a problem.
Okay. Anyway, I don't how you say rely on something as quizzes because I think I know myself what I am, not a fucking quiz.
The quiz literally knows you more because it takes the things that you say and that you stand
No.
for and calculates them scientifically and politically.
Oh, scientifically? Oh,
Yeah.
you say?
Okay. All right, maybe that wasn't the right.
hey guys,
But
check out Wonderwaf's channel.
It's a
Wow.
way of calculating someone's political ideology
Okay.
that's been used for years, and it's going to be a million times more accurate than whatever
Nah.
opinion of yourself you have.
Nah, I don't
And
believe
your
it.
and your only reason for why it's not is nah, and nope.
Nah,
So,
nah.
Well, no, I just don't think I am it because I don't agree with anything what it said I was.
Well,
I
then,
do agree. I can agree a little bit in my economic stance. I am a bit on the how you say left side of politics when it comes to economics, but the rest of it I'm not fucking left.
Well, then that's why I put you there.
Yeah, so just because I answered like 3 questions that I was leftist. Oh no, he's leftist. Oh, the rest of the questions. Oh, he said he was on the right side. Ah, who cares? Those 3 questions really matter, you know. Fucking retarded.
Hashtag triggered.
Yeah, I'm actually really triggered.
Chris is always triggered.
You obviously
Funny.
don't know enough about your true ideology.
You are true.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, okay. Now Viper has overtaken Minria. So I guess who's independent is above communism, social democrats, social conservatism, and Democrats.
This, the way I think we should do this is had the idea that we do that mock election sometime. We should do that sometime. Honestly, this is just going to be broad generalizations of things. So if we ever do that,
So I think Chris would become a Republican.
because if we actually had the debates where there's someone
Chris
asking
would be
questions,
anti-fascist.
if we actually had the debates where there's like they do in the presidential debates and with the questions and the back and forths, and
Yeah,
then
we'll
not
do that
talking
over
each other,
across.
I'm sure we would get better results.
I think I'm gonna go probably run as independent. Chris will probably run as a Republican. I don't know.
I don't think we should identify, because here's the thing. There's a lot of people who are being very biased, like, oh, he's Republican, I vote for him, or he's fascist, I vote for him. Because we need to eliminate bias. So there's 2 things. People shouldn't vote based on, like, oh, they're my favorite mapper, so therefore I vote for them.
Wait, so you
technically bias and other stuff is part of the election results. You know what I mean? People vote for something they think is more popular.
wait. So basically, you're saying we should have a mock election without ideologies.
But
No, with ideologies, but
here's
maybe
the
just
thing.
not mention them.
we hear everything you say and everything you're for and against, whatever. But to, like, you know, on the poll, like, literally everyone's thing, the only thing people could vote based on is whether or not they like the person and what their ideology is.
Yeah.
Like, that's just...
Well, this fucking poll right here. Okay, let's see. Cosmic has over 5,000 subscribers. I have not even 1,000, and you think that it's because of people like me?
Hey, why don't we just host it? Why don't we just host it on Viper's channel?
Okay, listen, this is the point I'm saying. Add the parties and the ideologies right next to the person's ballot. The people are going to vote right next to, you know, their name in the struple. People are going to vote for what party they like rather than what the person's thing actually is.
Yeah, I know.
So if you just put it as the names, I would definitely think
You might as well just, like, not even clear names and put, would you vote for a Democrat, a Republican, a fascist?
I agree with you. I'd rather want, like, my poll to be, would you rather vote for a neo-fascist or, like, a communist, than fucking, would you rather vote for Chris or Voy, Viper or Minja, because no one knows what we stand for, so it's much better to...
well, if they watch the show...
No, but look, mock election, part of mock election is to represent your party, you know what I mean? So usually I plan for the mock election to go into, like, a couple stages.
Oh yeah, by the way,
we all go in first. We all sign up and stuff like that. We all debate in the first round. Then the second round, we have to eliminating each other. You know what I mean? And then basically the one that's most popular for each side will get the party nomination. And then they debate in the final election, and then they get voted on.
Rat's here. Where were you?
So I mean, we shouldn't like do that kind of
by the way,
stuff.
the mock election, like, I don't want it. I'm not gonna fucking be a part of it if it's Republican and Democrat, because I'm not. I discuss both of them, so no.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine.
No,
Whatever.
Left wing or right.
Okay, fine. How about left party and right party?
Yes, that's what I want.
No, that is way too broad. That is way too broad. Because left could mean communism or social democracy.
Okay, but
right?
here's the thing. Why do we have to say what our thing is? Why don't we just say what our ideals are?
Look, Republicans and Democrats are actually very diverse groups as well. There are many different types of Republicans. There are many different types of Democrats on different issues. That's why.
Yeah,
Exactly. So let's not even say, like, let's not even say this guy's Republican, this guy's Democrat. Let's just like they are ideals and stuff, and let people, like, you know, develop who they think we are based on our ideals and whether or not they support that. Not like, oh, do you support the Democrat or do you support the Republican?
Yeah, and by the way, I'd rather want to kill myself than call myself a Republican or a Democrat. Just so you know, so I'm not gonna fucking.
I know. I'm not saying you have to choose between those two.
I think maybe we should. I don't know. Like, no, that's not too bad. I was gonna say we have our own part, but it's gonna be too hard because we were so many people and we were just too confusing. But I don't know. We can figure it out later on. We don't have to do it on a MapperCast because I think people are getting tired of this. We probably should go to the next topic.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the next topic.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay.
What
All
is
right,
the
so
next
we're gonna
one?
move on to the next topic. Fairly simple one, and a nice chill from all that. What do we want for Christmas? Well, I think that's there. Wait, is it there? Oh no. Oh
not
no,
there.
never mind. It's not there. Someone added it.
I'm gonna be
before it
FK.
got published.
I'm gonna be FK for like 3 minutes. Come back soon.
Okay, so Q&A. We're gonna do a Q&A for a bit. Where the fuck is my stopwatch? It is right here. All right, we're
Okay,
gonna
how
do it
long?
for probably like 20 minutes or maybe just 15 minutes,
Okay.
just because stuff that I have to do today. So
Okay.
yeah, opinion on my fucking chimney catching for what?
Wait,
What?
what? The
Rat's
rat's chimney catching fire, really?
Apparently,
Rat died
Rat's
because it's
chimney.
Rat,
fire in
you
that
are
chimney?
dead. Rat is here
How does
from
that-
the other side.
How does that even work?
chimney catch
Fire in the
fire.
chimney.
Technically, if you have like wood or whatever inside your chimney, then probably.
Jeez, that's something. Skype or Discord? Skype. Cosmic.
Cosmic, do you like
Kawaii.
anime?
I've seen. There's been. I watch Attack on Titan, and that's the only anime I've ever liked. Every
Attack on
single other
Titan is
anime
pretty
I've
good.
seen. Every single other anime I've seen, I've hated, and I don't understand how people watch it. It seems like
Right,
90% of the time, the comedy is just like awkward sexual jokes between siblings. It's like not. It's weird.
Sexual tension, am I right?
Sergen Mapper says, Cosmic, why did you choose the wrong preview series? I said Euro.
Because I'm so the world was a lot shorter and we were tight on time, so I'm sorry. I probably should have paid more attention.
MapperCast, best North American country.
USA.
Yeah.
Mexico.
No, it's
I think
Canada.
USA.
Canada.
Canada.
Canada, all the way.
Yeah, Canada.
Who's gonna
What
be
is
that one guy who
Canada?
says?
What does
Who's gonna be that
Canada
one guy who
have?
says
They-
most?
I got an idea.
Canada
We're
is like
number one.
like boring.
that's ever existed. It has the Queen as head of state. It speaks English. It lets everyone in. It's nice to everyone, and it loves everyone. And it looks cool. The people are nice, and it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta clarify something. I forgot that the Avatar: The Last Airbender. That is like Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of the best television shows ever produced. It is. I watched that when I was a kid. I loved it.
I
My
think I
entire
watched
family
that
loved
too. I don't remember. anything.
Beautiful show.
Anime.
Soundtrack is first of all, it's got like a perfect soundtrack that just brings tears to your eyes. The story is orgasmic. The characters are great. It's a great show. I recommend it.
Of an anime.
I don't know, man. The movie was pretty good.
Fuck off, Bob.
I don't see how the movie's bad, actually.
Rip.
Okay, Batman. The movie's terrible. The movie's
How
one
the
of
movie's
worst.
terrible.
Read a review.
No. How's the movie terrible in your opinion?
I haven't seen it in many years, but I remember despising it, and I've seen it.
Okay. Well, what's your opinion? Why? What's
Okay,
your
well, the
reason?
acting-
I don't see
The
any
acting.
reason.
Okay. The acting, first of all, is terrible.
How's the acting terrible?
None of them act like actual humans. They all talk like robots. So like, hello, oh, Aang, how are you today? Oh, wow. Like that's how everyone in the movie talks.
Okay, and it's not an anime, so they don't really have to be expressive.
Well, they do if they're gonna be you have to act like a human in when you're acting.
To be honest, I'm pretty sure a lot of people act like that in real life.
No,
Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna get another. What's the question?
Opinions on cooperatives.
What's that? You mean?
That's what someone said. I don't know.
Fucking go
Doing
drink some
games,
Nuka-Cola.
they tend
Yeah,
to
hold
be
on.
nice.
Shit.
Oh, God. Okay. Cosmic. The rat said
Yeah.
if you sent him.
Got your rat. Alright, so we're gonna
You
get rat in
suddenly
here.
Heinz the way I clicked it. Okay, whatever. I cannot. Why am I reading this French?
Skype or Discord, Skype.
Yeah.
Wait.
Skype.
Skype. Because we're already on Skype, so why not?
I sent it to you, right?
Skype.
Okay. Was my Lazy Town video with Viper good? I haven't seen it.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was okay.
What's that again?
It's like,
Oh yeah, that was like.
it's like
It would have
good
been better if there wasn't like a pause on Viper's face.
Yeah, I know.
Cosmic said the N-word once. I say that word many times. It's like.
Well, you
No,
said
he wants you to say it once, not that you said it once.
No, he
Wait.
said Cosmic said the N-word once.
Oh.
I've said it many times.
Cosmic.
There's plenty of places to see me saying it.
God, this is
It's because it's a
Canada
word.
or USA? Explain why you picked your answer.
USA, because I live in there.
I pick USA because USA, first of all, not only is it the country I'm from, but it's just we have a much better culture. Yes, our laws are as good, and our government. We do have a better culture. We have a more diverse culture.
Why don't
We
you
have
say
more
we have a deeper history? Why don't we say that America has a deeper history? Let's just say that. That's it.
Okay, yeah, you have a really great culture.
Yeah,
We do have a great
Okay.
culture because hold on.
Explain it.
All right, I'll explain it. Canada has.
We have more things to show off.
No,
We
no,
have
I
to
don't.
say that.
I don't want to compare Canada. Just to
Alright,
say your culture. And
Okay,
then-
I will explain it, but I will say the one thing about Canada first is that
Mhm.
they have a very singular culture, and a lot of countries are like that. Like, oh, what do you think of when you think France? Oh, wine and escargot.
Fuck
That's the thing. America,
We
we have
have-
a very let me explain. We have a very deep, diverse culture. Almost every state has its own interesting culture, and that's what I love about this place. Is we're like a bunch of mini countries that are one country, and it's great. You got New York, you got Los Angeles, you got the lots of diversity, and it's a really great cultural atmosphere.
Yeah.
Even if
reason
there are a
we
lot of
have-
idiots, it's a
The
great.
reason we have culture is because many things that we invented today is now part of society. Like for example, jazz or whatever, we invented that. We invented the Harlem Renaissance. We invented many different arts. In the
We
United States,
invented-
we
essentially
invented
invented-
architecture. We
So
invented
we're-
certain types of
so we're-
architecture.
So we're talking about inventions or culture.
We
Inventions
also
are
invented
culture.
a new type. We also invented a new type of architecture used in Washington D.C. today.
Okay, if we're going by the invention, I guess like a shit ton of countries has better culture than America.
No. We have pretty much we made music like good. Let's be
We made rock.
let's be honest.
We made rock. We make I don't know or not. Maybe it's British, but it's dubs. We made
Like, look,
more
I have-
modern
Yeah,
music.
pretty much.
We made.
I have nothing against, but that's what music was for centuries. Was just strings going, and then we took America came.
Oh
and
my
we made
God,
music.
sing it.
We made music. We turned music into, and we made it good. We made music.
We made music like not classical much anymore. I mean,
Yeah, you made it
orchestra is fine, but we mostly America led the charge into making music like not with orchestras anymore.
Okay, but back to back to this culture thing. I may be Italian fascist nationalist, but I will never say, "Oh, my Italy has a better culture than the rest of the country." Because if you think it has a better culture, that's up to you. Because I don't think America has the best culture in the world. I definitely will say
We
America
probably
has the
don't.
best culture.
We probably don't,
So
but
Italy doesn't?
we're actually
No, I'm not.
But the United States is actually the result of almost every culture in the world.
I'm
It's
not gonna
actually
say. I'm
a
not gonna.
result
Say, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not saying it. I will never say Italy has the best culture in the world.
Well,
You're
I'm
not
just
debatable.
okay. I'm just
It's
being
actually
honest.
the United States is the
America,
result of the combinations of
yeah,
all
exactly.
the cultures in the world. Like for example, we have
America-
Russian culture, we have Italian, we have German,
So
mainly
your
German,
culture-
and
Okay.
perhaps a little bit of Roman in ourselves, some Greek, some
So you
Spanish,
you take
and,
your own
Chinese,
so you
Chinese back in California.
still.
And we all combine that.
No,
into one.
Chris,
Okay.
we don't steal other. That's what's great about America. It's not stealing other culture. That's
brought-
what makes
Okay,
it.
well, that's what Rome did, right? Rome stole other cultures.
Rome was a melting pot. This is what makes America's culture great.
Maybe,
Rome.
maybe
Rome-
still-
hey,
maybe they still a bit of Greek culture, but that's it.
Okay,
no, they
here's a
also
great-
took. They also took Gaul
feeling
culture.
if
You know,
people
you know,
brought their
their
culture
helmets
to the
are
US.
actually based off of Gauls. Their helmets are actually based off of Gauls. There's Spanish, and it's a little bit of
No.
and some of their armor made from Iberians. I don't know,
No.
something like that. Yeah. They took one part of every other culture and combined into one. even some of the gods as well.
Okay.
Yeah, the gods,
yeah.
yes, but not.
Do you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay. We have got one question.
We also
Okay. Yeah. Let's move on to another
Opinion on
question.
Toledo War. Opinion on Toledo War.
Yeah, joking guy. I fucking agree with you. To be honest, I hate Americans.
You know, the Michigan Ohio War.
Yeah, I'm not saying I am the best. I'm not even saying America is the best country in the world. I'm saying
stop.
America. No, I'm gonna finish this. I'm saying America has a really good culture. I'm not saying it's the best. I'm saying we have a really good culture.
It's just modified British culture, though.
Okay. Best province in Canada.
Quebec, because it's, I don't know, French. I don't know because it's
It's
French.
Saskatchewan, because I like it.
Nunavut, obviously.
I don't know how you pronounce it.
Nova Scotia, that province.
Erdogan is the best from all the other presidents.
No.
No.
I'd have to
Oh,
extremely disagree with that.
No.
actually
I disagree.
Hitler was the best person.
Oh god.
If you like being imprisoned for like insulting his hairstyle, then yeah, it's a really good place. Okay.
Isn't he like Georgian or something? Erdogan or something? I thought he was Georgian.
I'm American and I love the Russia.
Good job, Chris. I fucking
Like
post
Stalin,
you, buddy.
I like Russia too. I don't have anything
Oh.
against Russian culture.
Yeah,
I don't
definitely.
Stalin was the greatest U.S. president ever.
I don't like the Russian.
USA meme.
I have nothing against the Russian culture or the Russian people. I don't like their
Yeah,
policies. Okay.
definitely.
I live in ISIS, but I'm from Kosovo.
Get off.
You live in ISIS, but you're
Cosmic
from Kosovo.
exposed.
Alberto.
I live in ISIS, but I live. Okay.
I didn't say America has the best culture. I said we have a really good culture. And I'm guessing you're not
said the greatest.
I never said the greatest. We have a really good culture.
It's depending on how you define great, actually. You know.
Brad, I sent you the hangout on Twitter. I don't know if you got it.
This mailbox is mine.
Opinion on violence linked to sports, like people reacting to. I think it's first of all, I think people on just it all being interested in sports is fucking stupid. It's vapid, meaningless bullshit. I think it's dumb. Sports is kick the ball. Wow, this is really intellectually stimulating to kick the ball. I think it's dumb, and I think it's even dumber that people think it's a good reason to do violence.
Okay. I think sports is not like it's pretty a good thing. It like brings the people together. But I fucking hate when it takes to a new extreme. Like my fucking brother is like such a big soccer fanatic. Soccer, I mean football. American. Anyway.
It's football.
And it's just like. It's just too much. Like I get if you like football, but for fuck's sake, that's a bit too much. And people like almost killed each other because of it. For fuck's sake, like in Italy, like there's a lot of like a shit ton of like football fanatics there. Like let's say if I root for that team and some other root for that team, like oh my god, I fucking hate you with my guts. It's even worse than nationalism because you know if you hate someone for their how you say. For their nationality, I think it makes a bit more sense than fucking hating someone because they root for that football team.
Okay. Let me just say real quick, people said, oh, Cosmic doesn't like sports because he's fat. First of all, that's dumb. Second of all, I wasn't always fat, okay? I got fat in like 2014.
This mailbox is triangle.
Yeah, hold on. I can vouch for that. So, I'm probably the complete opposite of Cosmic, and I don't like sports either.
I don't get it.
Yeah, okay. Mysterious is a fucking... Okay, stop laughing for a second. Mysterious is a fucking... Mysterious...
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Mysterious... Mysterious is a fucking twig. He like legit. His doctor told him to eat more McDonald's because he was unhealthily skinny.
What?
This is like a thing.
Wait,
And I wasn't always
serious?
fat.
Anorexic? Okay.
No, he's not anorexic. He
Not
just was
anorexic.
he was like 98 pounds or something.
Wait, 198.
No,
I'm
98.
120.
I'm 270 something. I forgot.
What? Oh, okay.
Wait. Not finish before you. Don't want to say something about football.
I want to say about sport. It's not because I can't do it. Even when I'm skinny, I didn't like sports. It is just if you like sports, that's fine. But I think it's dumb because there's nothing to it. It's just kick the ball, throw the ball, hit the ball. That's all there is. That's all.
Actually, I don't know. Probably some of you already know this, but there's actually a thing called the football war. When people when countries went to war because of football. You know that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, like that's so stupid.
Okay, joking guy. It was because he was too skinny, so he ate the.
Okay.
In America, doctors say, "Hey, eat more McDonald's." It
In
helps for you.
Soviet Russia.
In Soviet Russia, the hamburger eats you.
Who is gonna audition for Mapp's Got Talent?
And please, do not. Oh. More question.
Which one?
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
Bob, it's lost.
The American Idol one?
It's different. Someone took the idea.
wow.
Took the
I made
actual
Mapp's
idea.
Who?
Got Talent
Who?
one day, and then we were like,
A bunch of random people. I forgot who. I don't think it's that they took. I think they just used it for they came up with it and used it before we did.
Hey,
More questions, guys. Here, let's see how far into. We've been doing this for 16 minutes. Okay, I'm not going to say it. Please stop asking me to say.
Rat,
Oh shit!
you just said it.
Rat came in.
Shit.
You just said it.
Shit! God damn it! Welcome, Rat.
This
So,
mailbox
tell
is
us about
behind.
your Rat. Tell us about your
This
chimney.
diagonal-
Welcome back. Welcome, rats.
Rat, tell us
welcome.
about your chimney problem.
Okay.
Yeah, well, basically, we don't know what caused, but the fucking chimney caught on fire.
Oh my God.
My brother's room is fucked
Jesus.
because
What?
like,
Your
the
womb?
chimney
Your
thingy goes through his room.
womb?
Like, and his
Did
room,
it catch on
let's
fire?
say,
Wait, guys have a
how
womb?
did it catch on fire? Basically, too much, probably too much ash gathered there, and then it just caught on fire. And it's-
Wait, guys
and
have a
burned,
womb?
like,
Wait, shut
hours,
up.
yeah.
He said room, but it sounded like
room.
womb.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no, it's
Oh
not,
yeah, German accent.
the chimney thingy goes through my brother's room, and there's a hatch, and all the smoke got through the hatch. So yeah, and my brother's room is
So-
now fucked.
Did it
I'm-
burn or is it just ash everywhere? Can it be cleaned? Or?
It burned, but the house is okay. There are
Jesus.
some cracks in the wall, but it's nothing like that would endanger the house or something.
Okay, so
Only thing
you're
is, I'm
fine.
probably not going to be able to sleep in my room because
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Gosh, all right, shit. Okay, so we're coming up on 20 minutes, and we'll
And
Yes,
we're
I
less
did
than
actually.
20
Did I?
watchers. This is
did I remember to make
I'm
a
actually just
Yeah.
because I want to really release some stress.
Ugh.
Yeah, I
Okay.
could imagine that probably was a stressful morning.
Yep.
Okay.
No, it was not
only,
morning, it was this evening. Yeah.
only.
Evening.
Oh yeah,
Only-
I forgot.
Should we move on or something? If this is awkward, you
We're
want to move on?
coming up on 20 minutes, so we'll just do it for 5 more minutes.
Okay. Early bro asked, MapperCast, how would you add the new
Why do you
content
have
to
to-
the collab?
I couldn't understand what he was saying.
Okay.
How would you
Oh,
add a
Just
new?
Add new continents to the collab. Is that better?
No.
We're gonna try to figure that out to get around
I
this
think
continents,
volcanic activity. How about that? Volcanic activity.
something like that. We'll figure it
Or
out.
maybe
Maybe
like
willing
this-
to make
Tectonic.
Or a
or
gigantic.
this-
we're willing to make an
Meteor.
entirely new content. We might as well just use Antarctica, but smaller.
We
Well, if
should.
we're gonna-
Yeah, I don't know.
Why
Wipeout
don't we
said,
just all colonize Antarctica? Colonize Antarctica, make it melt or whatever. I don't care. Then make
problem
countries
is
with
if we would melt Antarctica, it would be fucking small.
Yeah, it just like Antarctica is a good idea, but it would be way too small, and it would look really awkward on the map. I think the best way to do it is just to make new continents, which I think not only would just be more interesting for the story, but
Like making custom continents.
yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, I know,
What is
really.
it? What's wrong with that?
They will remove like all. Why? What are nations gonna be there? What's gonna be like? How?
Well, figure it. My point. Okay, it would be interesting, and it would be the most practical way to get them in.
No, it would be interesting.
It still fucking smells after burnt sulfur in my room.
Okay,
Open the windows.
okay, I don't know why, but when you say room, it's not like you're saying room for me. I don't know.
Well,
What?
I don't know why.
Are you racist?
Oh,
Are you racist? German? Are you racist?
No, like, I only said like it's burning my brother's
Accentist.
room. What is-
This is why I made
brother's
why-
womb.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what the-
What is happening?
This is why I made Germany have an accent. Does that make sense?
like, I don't
Yeah,
know
but
why.
there
but,
are
like,
many
wait,
different
that didn't
German
make sense.
accents. For example, you
I think
have
you're-
No,
the
I based
Russian,
I based the accent off of you, and I'm a mad scientist. So
All right, let's move on to the quiz actually, because I think the viewership's dwindling. So let's do the
Yeah.
quiz.
Yep.
All right.
oh my god.
So now is the quiz, ladies and gents. Let me get everything on go, and I actually made it this time. Present to
Thanks.
everybody.
Yeah, we
Okay,
are the best Russian people.
please.
Okay.
All right. So question one, fan winner. So
Holy
Well,
shit! There's like
it's
two
two
Welsh
times
rappers
here,
in this
what?
podcast.
quite on
We
the
did
chat.
it. We fucking
got it.
cloned
My
Welsh mapping.
internet went and
There's
now.
two Welsh mappings, guys.
Okay, let me.
Welsh
did
copied
it.
himself. Welsh
You
copied
found out how
himself.
to clone humans. Great job.
Can I explain
Welsh,
the
you
thing?
just
Okay.
copied.
First question. This is for the fan winner. So whoever wins this, please submit your fan request topic in the comments of this video once it is uploaded. So please don't forget. All right. So that was last week's wildcard topic.
I think I will.
Germany.
Let me get everything into position.
Clowns
All right.
are the ultimate evil.
Criticism Empire of Europe.
Illegal pig is close, but we never did that one. It's the
That
other
was
one.
the reject one, I believe.
It's the
Oh, I
bad.
remember it.
It's my first case review.
There, I just did the biggest thing.
Here we go. Oh.
Not gonna
Favorite. Swedish Kingdom mapping, got it. Who
Yep.
twerked better, Chris or Cosmic? Okay, congratulations,
Oh, for
Swedish.
fuck's sake!
Oh my
It's beautiful.
Okay,
I'm done.
y'all bitches
What
bring
the
back
fuck? What
No,
the
don't move it.
This is a real woman if you don't like it.
Give
Get
it
it.
that 10 seconds on, and I'm going to fucking release anything I've got on my PC.
Okay,
I will do it.
That was too close.
To be honest, I don't care. Just do it. Just don't.
congratulations, Swedish Kingdom. You are a lot of the time the fan winner. You're good. Okay, question two, mapper winner. So, whoever wins this will be reviewed on their show. Will be reviewed on the next episode of MapperCast. And please only answer this if you have a show that we have not yet reviewed that you want to be reviewed. Okay. So, who are the original two MapperCast members?
You already
think
had
we-
that.
Did we? I thought we might have, but damn.
I bet it's Cosmic and Viper, but probably not.
Roman American
That's
man.
original.
No, we're reviewing him next episode. All right, congratulations.
Yay.
Oh.
So this is his second time being reviewed.
Wasn't my
I
answer
tricked you
correct?
guys.
Chris and Chris, wasn't it correct?
What?
Yeah, I think that was correct.
It was me
Yeah,
and Al.
Chris and Chris.
All right, congrats, Rem.
Chris and
Two-time
Chris.
mapper winner. Okay. So that's that then.
Yes, I am Jewish.
All right, so there is a couple things that I want to say before we close off the day. First of all, this is something pertaining to my channel. There is a Christmas special that Rat help me out with.
I fucking knew it.
Hey guys.
Help me out with is an understatement. So, I really want to release it, but I also don't know if it'd be more appropriate to like do it on Christmas Eve or something. So I'm gonna put a poll in the chat and let you guys decide.
Don't release it now.
Don't want while I'm.
Don't.
It is wrong if you would release it. Also, I want to make a video for my channel, so.
Oh, well,
at least the
I
people on my-
won't. I won't release
What
it.
the hell? Why you do that?
I just mean like, should we wait like a week until Christmas or do it sooner?
We should. It would only seem appropriate.
Yeah.
But I want to release it.
But I still need a video because my viewers. I said to them that I'm working on something, and I haven't told them what it is, and
Should I not have done it?
we shouldn't.
Okay,
well,
we have
no,
18
it
people
looks-
and
not-
14
it looks like
votes.
no might win. So
Yeah, no, just okay, 18 votes and it's 50-50.
oh, tied. We have 19. Oh, is it really gonna tie exactly?
Okay, we are going
Come
to have a
on.
vote on the MapperCast. Electorates.
Okay, I think.
Okay.
Oh wait. Okay, we have
So-
viewers. Break the tie, guys.
Guys, after this, can I say something? Or me and mine have been thinking of saying something.
What do you want to say?
Yeah.
Okay, so me and my Andrea had an idea to make another game event. You know that the game like the EU4 and pretty much the last game event that's pretty much.
Okay, no wins.
We should do in sometime in the future. We should do a King Fortress 2 event. Should we do that? I mean, a lot of people have King Fortress 2, so why not?
Sure.
Like, but we need to get, but we cannot set up our own server, so we need to like.
Of course, the vote ends up being 9-11. Great.
So we need
No, it's
to
10. No, it's
Up
10.
10-11 now. It's upgraded.
so we need to like grab someone else's server and just play on that instead. So.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do one more minute of voting to decide.
We have
Yeah.
21 voters and 21 votes.
Wait, what vote? What's happening?
We're voting on whether or not to release my Christmas special early.
Oh, okay.
No, don't.
Nothing.
I say you don't.
Don't please.
Just giving it another 60 seconds
12 and 11.
because it's fairly close. So I just wanna.
And 24 votes. 19 votes and 24 votes already.
9. It looks like a lot of people they're loyal to the Christmas schedule.
You.
Wait fucking moment for my headphones to run out of battery.
Oh, there's such thing as potato Germans.
Be right back.
What?
Go in the mapping chat on Skype.
Okay.
Also just posted something about potato Germans.
All right, we hit 27. So no one, non-negative 1. So
Cosmic check.
Huh?
You just offended.
Check chat.
Okay, I got that. So I will say I'm surprised by the people's dedication to the scheduling of Christmas. So the Christmas special will be released on the 24th. That is Christmas Eve.
1 week.
Wow, you said the N word. Well, you wrote the N word. Oh my god.
It's a nigga is
Exposed.
different from nigger.
First,
No, you just said it again.
Oh my god, you said it now.
Listen, I would rather someone say. I would rather someone.
Oh no.
I would rather, honestly, I'd rather someone say nigger than the N word because all the
Oh my god.
listen. When you say the phrase the N word, all it does is make the other person think of that word instead of just saying the word.
Yeah, but you didn't say it though.
Oh no.
Holy
Not a word.
I know, right?
God damn! Why they? I have no problem with saying it. It's just now I know
Well,
that means
people might make a new meme out of you because of this.
Oh my god, NTR,
Oh,
we
no.
talking about this.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You flagged every
Hey,
video
stop.
on YouTube
Hey,
that
stop.
says that. Flag my. Don't flag my.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everyone, like this.
I was asked by like a million times. Oh, say it. I say it. Flagged. I can't believe your moral.
This is a very.
Hey, Cosmic, you're really. Hey, do that voice again. I think it sounds really.
You're gonna get your
cannot
channel terminated.
Moral. You sound like a. You sound like a cartoon character. Say that again, Cosmic.
Yeah,
Say that rant again.
No,
I'm
for fuck's
not
sake.
saying.
No, say the rant.
Oh no, you know what? We're gonna talk about
Yeah,
the.
you're really good voice
Alright,
actor.
very good.
You should sign up for voice acting.
Thank
What
you. Very
Chris was going about.
All right, no more of that. Oh wow. Flag.
Chris, what are these things?
What?
Stop.
The things that I was scared of.
What? Wait, what?
The white things, the
nudity.
cartoon.
Oh, Mumintrollen.
Oh yeah, that. Oh, that's scary.
All right, so we should be closing it up. We announced this earlier, but it's in the topic list, so I'll mention it. We will not be having a podcast on the Sunday, obviously, because it's Christmas. I would do it, but I
I
don't
think we should do a Christmas special. We should do a Christmas special.
no one would.
It's
No
already
one
been
will watch
decided.
We should all sing the 12 Days of Christmas or something.
No.
So
Christmas
So, yeah,
Eve turmo.
Like
let's-
I could sing the on the first day of Christmas and then Christmas Day and a partridge in a pear tree. It's not that hot, right?
that sounds so bad. All right. So yeah, that makes this the last episode of the year. It's been a long fucking year. It's been fun. It's been the birth of this podcast. It's really been the year that propelled my channel into being relevant. It's been great.
And I'm still irrelevant.
Yeah.
You're still irrelevant. So
Actually,
yeah,
I think I got 70 subs out of it.
everybody.
Oh,
say
Chris is not
goodbye.
even human.
Chris isn't human. All right, everyone, say goodbye and say goodbye to 2016. We will
Bye.
miss you.
Bye.
Goodbye, 2016.
Fucking life.
Okay.
We're still
We're still live, man. We're still
Are
That
we-
noise.
Oh my God.
We're still live. We're still live.
There's no toilets.
What
in
the fuck?
Turkey. There's no toilets in Turkey. There's
Wait,
no
why?
toilets in
shut the
Turkey.
Dude,
Bells
guys,
just
we're still
wake.
live. We're still live.
Okay, so it looks like Cosmic
alright.
left the hangout, but he forgot to actually stop.
Okay,
it.
I think I fucked it up. I fucked it up.
Good
Oh,
job,
this-
Cross.
Yeah, no
This is
shit.
going down in history. Everyone
Yeah, no
remember
shit.
that.
We gotta do it
I
again.
left
We
it.
gotta do it again.
You fucking
Yeah.
One job, Cosmic.
Good job, Cosmic.
Okay,
Alright,
we're having an issue now because I don't.
Bye.
Hold on, no,
Bye.
no, don't lie, don't stop. I don't know. I need to talk.
No,
Guys,
too late.
Yeah.
quiet on the set. We're having a bad situation because now that I've closed the window that like has me as the moderator, I do not know how to end the stream.
Are you
Good.
fucking
Well,
kidding me?
let's make
I
this
do
permanent
not
stream. A permanent 24/7 stream.
I don't know what to do. I gotta figure
Hey,
this out.
Look at the thing. You are
Looks like
on
we will
as
be having a Christmas special.
You are
The
on as Blue
situation-
Mapper, not Cosmic Mapper. So you should go on your other account, Cosmic Mapper.
Okay.
You know?
I don't know how to.
Maybe
do that.
we all end the
Okay,
call.
hold on.
Maybe
Look
if
at
we
the
all
thing.
leave the call as 3 mans.
Yeah, let's
No,
see
no.
what happens if we
No, it
go.
didn't work like that.
Look, Cosmic. Look at the
didn't look like that.
not the group chat.
Remember, server.
And Blue Mapper joined the group chat, not Cosmic. So you should go to your other account.
Yeah, I don't know how to. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know how to do that. Okay, hold on.
Let's just all leave the call.
I don't think
No.
that works.
No, it won't work like that. It won't work like that.
If
Oh,
no one is in
remember-
the Hangouts, how is it going
Remember,
to...
server episode 8?
No, I don't.
What?
Is now officially a 24-hour
It didn't
stream.
work.
Officially
Yeah, this is
24 hours.
officially we're
Actually, this
going
is more
to
like
have a nice
24/7
time.
stream.
Officially 24 hours.
Okay, who doesn't have to go to
100%.
school or doesn't have a job here?
I have to go to school
Yes,
and I
okay.
have to study for tests.
I did it.
Okay.
All right.
Straight A's.
All right.
Get straight A's.
Real finale.
I told you. Topic.
Let's
I
scream again.
apologize to
Let's
everybody.
scream the
for
biggest
the
one.
problems.
Let's scream for like 10 seconds. I don't know.
Dude,
Yes.
the loudest scream we've
Biggest
ever
scream
done, because
yet.
this is the last
Biggest
of
scream.
the year.
Ear bomb!
This is
Everyone,
a
ear
closer
bomb!
on 2016.
Ear
Yeah,
Okay.
the end
bomba.
of 2016.
Ear bomba.
Big scream.
3,
Ear
2,
bomba.
Ultimate ear.